Hi, I'm Ella Yovero, and as requested by my soon-to-be 6-year-old daughter, we are making a galaxy unicorn cake. We start by making the Kohakuto Crystal gems as they take few days to dry. Here, I'm pouring a 7-gram pack of agar-agar powder to a saucepan filled with 1 cup of water. I had my little helper here to grease a glass container with cooking oil and have her mix the agar-agar and water together. And next, we're going to cook this mixture in a medium-high heat until it boils in about 5 minutes. Once it's boiled, we pour in white sugar, 14 ounces of it, and cook it again until it comes to another boil. And then I add a bit of flavoring. You can use whatever flavorings you want, and pour the mixture into the greased glass container. You can leave it clear or add a few drops of food coloring. Since we're making a galaxy themed cake, we used sky blue, violet, and pink color. You can also let your little helper to swirl the colors around. They'll love it. I use gel type food coloring. I assume you can use any type of food coloring. After this, you want to put it in the fridge to solidify for at least 2 hours, and it should come out easily like that. Then we can start cutting and shaping it to look like crystal gems. Ooh, I love how easy it cuts. Here, take a closer look at them. How pretty. Now we move on to the unicorn figurine. Here I'm building a base with 2 pieces of thin cake boards. And those are the holes I will use for the wires to go through. Now I'm just trying to figure out the main structure of the unicorn. A real size picture reference will help you tremendously. I made 3 separate structures that will be joined with aluminum tape. One for the 2 left legs, one for the 2 right legs, and one for the head, and all the way to the tail. And then I assemble them all together and prop it up with a small styrofoam. I use modeling chocolate to build this figurine, because compared to fondant, modeling chocolate blends in more easily. And you can make it super smooth, like clay. This is like an edible clay. A yummy edible clay. And I pretty much build the figurine piece by piece. And each piece I add, I try to blend and smooth it all first, before it gets firm. For additional support, I add a thin wire to support the unicorn's horn, and then I smooth the joint again. Next, I start building the tail. I gently score the tail to make it look like a chunk of hair. Then I secure it into place. I like to build it in chunks, so I get more control of how the hair is going to flow. And the same goes for the mane, building them in chunks. Once everything is dry, usually the next day, I start the painting part. There are a few ways to paint over modeling chocolate. For this one, I use liquid gel food coloring diluted with lemon extract. And finally, I add the crystal gems and stick them to the base with edible glue. Now that the unicorn cake topper is all done, we can start building our cake. I like this white acrylic cake base that I use in a lot of my cake. It's simple, it's versatile, it can be used in any cake design. It's washable and reusable. I just love it. You can get it on our shop by clicking this button right here. This is an 8-inch cake, and because this cake shrinks quite a bit, I have enough gap to fill buttercream in. So I use an 8.25-inch acrylic disc. The buttercream that I use is a meringue-based buttercream. I believe you can use other type of buttercream as well. Just be sure it is a firm type of buttercream and not a soft type of cream like whipped cream. For a cake that's gonna be covered with mirror glaze like this cake, you wanna be sure that it is nice and smooth, or else it might be bumpy and it will drive you crazy because it's ugly. Once we're done frosting the cake, we want to freeze the cake fully, preferably overnight. Here I'm making a glaze by cooking 1.5 cup of sugar, a 3/4 cup of water, 2/3 cup of condensed milk in a medium heat until it boils. And then I add 2 tablespoons of gelatin that is already bloomed for about 5 to 10 minutes in a 1/4 cup of water. Lastly, I stir in 2 cups of white chocolate chips until they are all fully incorporated. You will want to strain the glaze mixture to get rid of the unwanted bits and divide it into small portions to be colored as you like. In our case, the galaxy colors. I mix a little of the main colors to create some natural swirls while the glaze is being poured over the cake, and leave the other colors to accent the swirls. Gave a little swipe on the top to blend them slightly, and I let it drip and set for about half an hour before cleaning the overdrip and transfer it to a clean display board. There is already a structure to support the unicorn topper, but since I don't trust it to stand by itself, I add more support on the cake using boba straws. Better be safe than sorry. then our Galaxy Unicorn Cake is done! And my little helper Liesel is on cloud 9. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for another video. Bye!